Yeah, I think we all need some romance. Romance with some self-love. Start there. See how that feels. You like that idea, Karen? I thought so. Be calling everybody's name out. So, boy, what a curious month we have had so far. Wow. So this week, I have learned so much. More learning. Isn't that grand? Just love, just can't have a quiet day without learning something. And so I love this quote, and what's so funny about it is I went to chat for a moment, just for a second to see if I could find some quotes. And guess what quote they gave me? My own. I was like, well, excuse me. And they said, your name's attached. I said, so it's every challenge is not a punishment. It's a plot twist that invites us to evolve. I love that. Every challenge is not a punishment. It's a plot twist that invites us to evolve. Because I don't know about you, I don't know if it's the inner child, but sometimes when things happen in my life, I feel like I'm being punished. They're like, why is that happening to me? And I had a lot of that this week. I was saying it not so nice, though. I wasn't saying it so nice. But I'm going to tell you something. My heart, it opened up so incredibly wide this week. And I thought, well, you're coming here to inspire people, not to, bring them down. And I'm thinking, plot twists, they can be inspiring. Now, and it may not have been inspiring while it was going on, but I definitely knew that I was alive because I have felt every emotion that you could possibly imagine this week with. I took Quanta very personally. I took it very personally. And I would love to say I was just the observer of me all the time. But no, I was in flesh. I was in flesh as well. So I want to share just a little bit about, not to teach about it, but to know, spirituality, here's another great one, but I didn't write it. But the spiritual path doesn't guarantee immunity from pain. Once again, the spiritual path doesn't guarantee immunity from pain. It offers us the courage to transform it. I was like the movie, the Transformers this week. I was all over the place, and I took it personal. That's a very important thing to remember. It was not personal. It was my personal baby, and I'm always amazed at emotions. I had that cry, the one that's, oh man, it's like your whole body's gonna explode. You're like, whoa. And I was telling Jonathan, I think this morning, I've never cried and been so angry and so sad and so depressed and even could laugh all at the same time. I felt crazy making. Because I was right in the middle, and I want to talk about this thing called anger, because, let me tell you what happened this week. Let me tell you, it was, I thought I had some nice anger in me, but I didn't even know the half of it, of what I was about. But what I did realize, that girl's a star back there. That Quanta is a star. Because I put her all over Facebook, and she turned into an instant celebrity. And I have never felt, that's what made me want to just cry and be so, I've never felt community like I felt it this week. Not just here, but the global community. People that haven't even been here. They were like, how's our baby? How's our baby? And I love it. How's our baby? A lot of us, even if you're here for the first time, we all grieved this week. Even if you don't really like cats, I would suggest you never tell me. This would not be the week to bring up anything, or I'm allergic or anything. I don't want to, it can't even come near my field. Because I just got me back into the love groove. I can't be going there with that one. So here's the thing though. What I learned from it all is all of these emotions, and especially anger, because what I loved about all you folks on Facebook, you were like, I just know that this is wonderful for Quanta. She's wrapped in love and energy. And that a-hole that did this to her, and I'm like, oh, then we got the opposite side, right? We got the other side, so let me at him. I like this one. Give me 5 minutes with who shot her. And I went, this is real stuff, man. This is life. And so then somebody wanted to write, I'm telling all my stories here, and somebody wanted to write about me bypassing anger because I'm a minister. Ooh. That was not a good time to talk to me this week about any of that either. So let's just take a moment for whatever plot twist is going on out there and know that whatever is happening, love is present. Love is moving through and as that entire script. So where was I? Oh, anger. And then they said, you're bypassing it. And then I thought, oh, Patrick, I don't know about you, but it's not really good to engage on Facebook because then you get your ugly side out and it just doesn't work. But this time I had to. But let me tell you what I did learn about emotions and about everything this week. Thank you, Quanta. And thank you, community. And thank you for all of it. All of the anger, all of the love, because it was real. My anger, I just love this. My anger could only be there because of love. I love her so deeply that I can get angry about it too. And not be ashamed. You sit there, I just loved it. Yesterday she had an intuitive call her, Quanta that is. So now she's got an intuitive in England, and thank you, Stream, and I'm sitting there going, man, she's got everything. She's got a doctor in New York trying to work on her x-rays, and she's this, and she's got animals from people in here sending her notes, sending her checks. Nobody sent me any checks. They were all like, oh, and then the dogs went, and I got the cat lover over in California, and she's sending things, and oh my God. It was just amazing. And it went so much beyond even the donations for her. What it went to was the incredible love and support that I felt with this. But anyway, this anger person said, I said, I want to tell you how that works as a minister. I don't know, but when I was ordained, they didn't take away my pain or my anger or any other emotion that I have. That's up to me how I deal with that. And I'm going to tell you, it felt so good to get angry and stomp up and down and scream and say, why me? And how dare you? How dare you? There's like a ripple, man. This is how important we are. The things we say, the things we do, it affects all of us. It affects all of us. And so I had to do some work with myself with being so angry because it wasn't helping her. But I wasn't, as I said to this person, I'm not bypassing my emotions. I'm going straight through them. Straight through them. And I can because I have a foundation and a power that exists within me that I get to use any damn time I want it. And Spirit isn't sitting there saying, you know, I was really going to work out with you, but I was going to do some really nice things, but you got a little too angry. We say that. That's how we deal with each other. And so the incredible learning experience of of just being able to sit with my feelings, not try to get past them. And you know what? They go away much quicker when you do that. I went and started, and I have to say, she was dragging herself around, and this one leg wasn't working too well. And so I'm looking and I'm thinking, Patrick, you need to look at her wholeness. But you're so busy looking at the floppy leg that how in the heck can you raise this to another frequency that she needs? It doesn't mean, and I said to her, I really want to, I'm sorry, Quanta, I was malpracticing. And malpracticing is when you're kind of catastrophizing. Look at, she's doing so good, but what about the leg? What about the leg? She's sitting there going, if you would get out of my way, I could probably heal this a lot quicker. And so what I was noticing with her, and I said to her, Quanta, I'm so sorry that I was catastrophizing, and I tried to listen intuitively what she said. And she said, you're not that powerful. Excuse me, I misunderstood you, Quanta. No, you're not that you're not that powerful. You can catastrophize all you want. It's up to me, and I'm Quanta. And I will regain, I will come back, I'm from the quantum field, for God's sake. I invited myself in this place. This is my home. And she waddled and got herself all the way back to Angela and on two legs, man. There's power in our word. There's power in all of the things. And anger, it can be a motivator as long as you don't live there for too long. It can also give you an ulcer. It can also really mess with your physical body. And at the end of the day, it doesn't serve me. It does not serve me. But boy, it's like a pity party, man. Every once in a while, you just got to have them. You just got to go in there. You got to go, why me? And I was looking up, and I don't believe in a God out there or over there. It's right here. So I am so blessed today, and this is why I wrote to give a little bit of a this quote I found about lessons, and I call it Lessons from Quanta. She may never walk the same way again, maybe, but she is still here, still purring, still looking into our eyes with trust. What if she is our teacher, teaching us about vulnerability, about forgiveness, about faith that may limp but still moves forward? Yeah. What if she is our teacher? I believe she is. What if we are all our teachers? What if we are curious enough about one another and love one another enough that we can learn, and that we won't run from anger, we won't run from grief? This beautiful intuitive that was on the phone with Quanta and us. She said, grieving. Those who love Quanta, those who are with Tanner's family right now, those of us that know him, know the family, we're grieving. But what I loved what she said was, once again, you can only grieve if you love. And that is what I am inviting us all here today, to let something that might be an inspiration, doesn't feel like an inspiration, becomes our teacher. It can be in the form of a little animal, a little fur baby, or it can be the person sitting next to you, or it can even be, I'm not ready yet, but whoever shot her. Because it doesn't work the other way for me. I'm also not condoning or throwing them a party either. And I hope I don't really ever find out truly. But I do know this. That forgiveness, it doesn't affect them at all. It doesn't affect them at all. But it sure does me. It's like, I will never, I love it too. I got lots of messages too. They were beautiful. I wouldn't go as far as forgiving. Okay, well, that's okay. Do you like that? I put tones on Facebook responses. But I thought to myself, yeah, actually, it's not about forgiving. It's about yourself, because that is where so many of us get ourselves in a big entanglement. So I say, and if you're not ready, I'm not ready today to even think about that, but I am today to think about the blessings of everyone, our global community coming out, our global community loving us, people online loving us, sending us, they said, here's to your grieving community. They honored it. They said, let's grieve together. Let's get mad together. But at the end of the day, let's love together, shall we? Namaste.